Hey everyone. So, how important is democracy? I think Hillary Clinton said it best that democracy is the peaceful transition of power. Let's hear from her own words how important it is, and then let's see how the left has responded to it, whether they really believed it, what she said, or not. And so, I'm going to have a couple of clips in succession. After Hillary Clinton, we're going to hear from Whoopi Goldberg, who seems to represent, I say, a very large majority of the left believe about the Donald Trump presidency. So let's begin.
One of you will not win this election. So my final question to you tonight, are you willing to accept the outcome as the will of the voters, Secretary?
Our democracy. And sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But I certainly will support the outcome of this election. And I know Donald's trying very hard to plant doubts about it, but I hope the people out there understand this election's really up to you. It's not about us so much as it is about you and your families and the kind of country and future you want. So I sure hope you will get out and vote as though your future depended on it, because I think it does.
Mr. Trump, very quickly, the same question. Will you accept the outcome as the will of the voters?
The answer is if she wins, I will absolutely support her.
All right.
But it's also really troubling.
Okay.
No, that is not the way our democracy works. We've been around for 240 years. We've had free and fair elections. We've accepted the outcomes when we may not have liked them. And that is what must be expected of anyone standing on a debate stage during a general election. You know, President Obama said the other day, when you're whining before the game is even finished, it just shows you're not up to doing the job. And let's be clear about what he is saying and what that means. He is denigrating, he's talking down our democracy. And I, for one, am appalled that somebody who is the nominee of one of our two major parties would take that kind of position. The peaceful transfer of power is one of the things that makes America America. To say you won't respect the results of the election, that is a direct threat to our democracy. Look, some people are sore losers, and we just got to keep going.
Alrighty. So yeah, when you think you're going to win, interestingly enough, it's easy to support the results of the election. But when you don't win, then how do you behave? That's what's more telling. So here's Whoopi Goldberg. And she doesn't just represent her opinion, she represents an incredibly large number of people, including, I believe, maybe almost all of the mainstream media, Hollywood, academia, you name it on the left.
We still have so much to do right now. I mean, we still have 16 women who are accusing the man in charge.
You're talking about the president?
Yeah.
You never say his name.
I don't.
Why?
I can't.
Really? It's only one syllable.
I know.
Do you think that it somehow honors him to use his name?
In conjunction with that word, yeah.
You mean president?
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
But you recognize that he is the president.
He's there. Listen, this is the first time where I can't wrap my mind around this, and that people felt the need to put this in. So, yeah, I know people don't like that I don't do it. I'm fine with that. There's lots of stuff I do people don't like. I can live with it. But I do, you asked me earlier about Al Franken, and so I think to myself, well, Al Franken is gone. A lot of people have lost their kids. This one is still sitting there. So for me, all these women's groups need to be raising money for these women's defense fund so that they can go on and do what they need to do, because there seems to be no ethics committee for him.
It's all about an ethics committee, is it? Or is it accepting the results of an election? mighty convenient. Anyhow, last one. This is Whoopi Goldberg again. Um, in recognizing Trump in a different way, she can't call him president. In truth, most of the left had a very hard time accepting him as their president. They were very vocal about that. Um, Contrary to what Hillary Clinton had just said about the importance of a peaceful transition of power. Yeah, that doesn't matter if your guy loses in this particular case. So, once more, um, and I use her as an example because I think she so well illustrates how the left feels and what they've been saying. So here goes another 30 seconds.
So, over the weekend, the bum in chief decided he was going to make some noise at the NBA and then also at the NFL. And then he sort of went crazy and was in Alabama saying wild stuff like that. Do you have it ready? Show what he was saying in Alabama.
All right. So, yeah, I think it's worthwhile for the left to maybe watch what Hillary said about the election and the importance of accepting it again, because they obviously don't listen to themselves when things don't go their way. But yeah, accepting the results of an election is important. The only thing where conservatives or even Trump had any issue was whether the election was legitimate. I think all of our records are showing that if there was any illegitimacy in it, it was voting of illegals, which we are already seeing. And we all know that illegals vote to the left, that they vote Democrat. So conservative winning would be in spite of that, not because of it. So anyhow, yeah, you accept the results of a legitimate election and you move on with things. And the left obviously cannot do that. All right, thanks for watching, and please share this.